Tashdile and Namaste. My name is Tenzing Matobutia and I am IT staff from One Stop Center, Gangtok, Sikkim. From 9th November 2021 to 12th November 2021, a 4-day training of OAC staffs in mental health and psychosocial care in gender-based violence through NIMHANS in coordination with MWCD was conducted through Zoom conference. In India and across the globe, women have fallen prey to forceful violence and abuse and have been believed to be of the weaker section of the society. This foundation of thought has disabled women from flourishing in the same society unlike men, causing disbalance within the genders. The forms of gender-based violence has sadly become one of the highest forms of crimes in India today, causing women to feel lost, afraid, and even suicidal. The 4-day training has aided and equipped us in providing basic psychological first aid that has the potential to lessen severity or reverse the damage to some extent. We discussed redressal of women from mental harassment that can cause mental illness like bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, hearing of voices, hallucinations, etc., if left untreated. Psychological distress can not only cause mental drainage but also physical exhaustion and malfunction. We have understood that psychological first aid is and what its importance are. PFA taught us that the basic help such as listening, validating, being present, taking consent, giving unbiased counseling, etc. are the root causes of a successful session. PFA also highlighted the importance of self-care for a healthy mental health, not only for the aggrieved person but also for the service provider or the counselor. Women who face sexual assault are usually under constant stress, confusion, fear, and are usually lost due to trauma that they have undergone. For this, simple grounding techniques such as breathing and use of 5 senses were also explained thoroughly. Post-traumatic stress disorder was also focused upon. Psychological support, its methods, the do's and don'ts including secondary victimization was also discussed. We also understood the various types of models that helps us further understand the techniques and attitude in communicating with women who have faced forms of violence and even sexual assault, etc. The differences in myths and facts were also discussed upon, as women have been usually deemed responsible for their mishaps caused by the provocative clothing. As we all know, domestic violence worsened with the multiple lockdowns that happened all over the world for almost 2 years due to the fast growth and spread of COVID-19 and its mutations. In Sikkim, particularly, we saw an absolute rise in domestic violence, causing women and children to be more helpless than during pre-COVID times. If it weren't for the easy availability of electricity, internet, cellular phones, etc., we would have failed to provide counseling due to the movement prohibitions. In this session, we discussed telecounseling, couple counseling, relationship counseling, etc. Domestic violence does not only happen to married couples, but also to couples who are in live-in relationships or even within family members living under the same roof. In this training, we also grasped that home ambience, anger management, willingness to bring good change in couples, listening, validating, immediate response, breathing techniques can help gain rebalance. We were also enlightened with precautionary methods such as use of safety bag and maternity bag that can assist a woman and her infant to escape or flee a spot that causes abuse or violence with all the required items such as documents, basic clothing, food, etc. The basic do's and don'ts helped us understand correct methods and behavior of counseling. We were also taught when to provide, when not to provide, who not to provide, where and when not to provide counseling to couples. In these 4 days of session, I realized and understood that communication is the first key and your behavior the second. I would also like to suggest and request more such trainings to further enhance our communication techniques for better services. I cannot express my endless gratitude enough to NIMHANS, MWCD Projects 3 Manuraksha and everyone responsible for the training on a matter that's only worsening with time. OAC Gangtok would like to bring to your attention that the training is being practiced daily and we hope for more such conduction guides so we can provide the best services to women in need. Thank you for making me a part of your journey to freedom of women from violence and mental illness.